Dear teachers, principals, parents, early college staff, distinguished guests, and my fellow students, good evening. My name is Tooba, and I have been part of the early college family for the past 4 years. A lot of us have spent this past year reflecting on our journeys, who we started as, and who we have become. I've done the same. But in addition to reflecting on my journey, I've also reflected on my spending habits. The truth is, college is extremely expensive, and maybe I should have saved some money instead of spending it on clothes, jewelry, or shoes. Good lesson for the future. But several of us have also picked colleges that are giving us the most financial aid, and to meet the rest of our college expenses, we have also started to look at loans. And as I was evaluating the amount of loans that I will have to take, I came upon an epiphany. I realized that I was already in a lot of debt. So now before I worry anyone, I'm not in any monetary debt. The debt that I'm talking about is the debt of good deeds done by people at early college for me. I was born in Pakistan. I moved to Sri Lanka in 2016 before finally immigrating to America with my family in 2018. And initially, I hated being an immigrant. I felt like my life's canvas filled with color was thrown out of the window and was replaced with a blank white one. I was just another immigrant with a pitiful story and a weird accent, not the Tooba I was in Sri Lanka or Pakistan. Eventually, I realized my perspective was wrong, and early college is what helped me realize that. At every step of high school, I was celebrated for who I was. In my 4 years at early college, I was never bullied for looking a certain way, for wearing certain clothes, or for wearing a head covering, or for pronouncing the words the wrong way. Our school policy forbids us to wear a scarf, but never once was I questioned by a staff member or a fellow student about my scarf. In fact, oftentimes when my scarf was slipping, my friends would pull it up for me. And the pin that I'm wearing today was gifted to me by a friend so that my scarf wouldn't fall. This is the kind of environment that I was given, not the traditional what you see in high school movies. People are often surprised to hear how far I've come in a small time, but that was only possible because of everybody here. At every step of high school, I had people guiding me through all my personal and school-related issues. I had a support system with me through everything. At every step, there were hands ready to help. There were ears ready to listen. So I want to take the time to really thank everyone, Mrs. Harrison, for being there for me through every issue I faced, for making every year so memorable for me, for doing things for me that you really didn't have to. Ms. Humphrey for helping me through everything, college applications, figuring out my financial aid packets. Mr. Shepard for arguing with me and putting a smile on my face. Mrs. Casella and Mr. Lee for making your class so fun and memorable. Mr. Dundas for all his sarcastic jokes. Mr. Cordes for helping me with writing college essays. Ms. Freeman, Mr. Lowry, Mr. Kukish, Ms. Dunlap, Ms. Oki, Ms. Phillips, Mr. Lusick, Ms. Bowers, Ms. G, Mr. Russell, Mr. Karlovich, Kaz, Camp, I could just keep going on. But every staff member for being so welcoming. I also want to thank my fellow students, especially my close friends, for letting me express my beliefs and my culture without showing any judgment. All of you have an exceptionally kind heart. And last, but certainly the most important thing I owe is thank you to my amazing mother for working so hard so that I don't have to. She shined her light on me so I'm not in the dark. I realize that everyone's journey is quite unique, and I'm not sure where each one of you stand on your journey. I'm not sure if all the difficulties you faced or issues you went through or are still going through, but I just want to say I'm extremely proud of each one of us for making it through high school, even if it sometimes felt like we were crawling to the finish line. There were many takeaways we learned, and one of the biggest one was to appreciate those around you. No one except your parents really owe you anything or any favors. Those who go out of their way for you are the ones you should hold on to as long as you can. I hope you get the chance to thank any of those people in your life that have helped you through your journey. as a debt we owe to those people we may never be able to repay back. Thank you.